right, so in the boxes, I have two equations that may look like two separate equations, but they are actually the same equation. You just have to remember your log rules so that you can get between them. So if I take the left equation and I do pH equals the negative log of H3O plus, and if I divide both of them by a -1 to get the negative over on the other side, and then I do 10 raised to to get rid of the log, I will end up with 10 to the negative pH is equal to H3O plus. So hopefully you're seeing that that's the same thing. And if I need to do it in reverse, then what I can do is let me scooch these down just a little bit. Then I can take this one right here, and I can take the log of both sides. So the log of 10 to the negative pH is equal to the log of H3O plus. And whenever you take the log 10 of something, that cancels that out. So I'm left with negative pH is equal to log of H3O plus. And because we don't normally write something as like a negative pH, then we would divide both of those by -1. And that gives me the positive pH equals the negative log of H3O plus. So hopefully you can see both ways that that is the same equation. It's just in different formats. So now we're just going to use them to solve for each other. So here's my H plus. Now if you look at that, notice there's a 1 in front. You can probably already figure out what the answer to this is going to be. But we'll go ahead and put in the equation. pH is equal to the negative log of 1 times 10 to the -1. And when I bring over my calculator, I get negative log of, and I like to use my E key, so 1 E to the -1. And so that gives me that my answer is that my pH is 1. And as a note, make sure that when you're doing this, you are actually using that negative in parentheses. Sometimes it says plus minus with a slash. Don't use the actual subtraction sign because your calculators will probably get fussy about that. And then in this case, 10 to the -1 is equal to 10 raised to the -1 equals 0.1, which is the same thing as saying 1 times 10 to the -1. So hopefully you can see that this gave me this number and that this gave me this number. So they were just two different ways of solving for different kinds of numbers. And you would have expected that to have a pH of 1 because the front number is a 1. When the front number is a 1, the exponent as a positive is the answer.